Hi everyone, long time no see. I've been pretty depressed over the last few weeks and haven't really had any motivation to do videos. I'm still trying to sell both Zoe and Faith. There's been a lot of interest, but no buys so far. A lot of people, I've had probably 12 or 13 people say, oh, I'll pay tomorrow, or I'll be able to pay on such and such a date. And, they never do. so it's been pretty frustrating. But in the meantime, I've actually reborn my own doll. It's the Presley Awake kit. And I painted her really hairily because I didn't really like the way I had done her eyebrows. And so I decided to make her a very hairy baby. So this is her, and I'll sit her up so you can see her swirl. And I did try to, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know I did try to put, there's just her little mouth and her eyes. She has no eyelashes yet, but she will do soon. I did try to apply hair, so rather than root, I would apply it with a medium. But the mauve hair I had was more of a curly texture, and I found it was too difficult to apply, and it wouldn't stay in place, and it tended to clump together. So I gave up on that, which is why there looks to be some dry spots in places, but I've managed to make it just look like I think it's called colic, where babies get extremely dry skin in their hair and in the scalp. And so she has beautiful, beautiful eyes by a company called Polon, something like that. I can't quite remember, but they're really gorgeous. It's been really dreary. It's the middle of summer, but there's been a really big storm over the last 2 days, so it's not been sunny enough to really get good light, so I figured I'll just do it, get it done. I actually had a lot of trouble getting her pacifier magnet in place, and I accidentally got glue in various places, and I had to wash it off really, quickly, but there is still some glue where I've put a matting medium over, and it's not as shiny, but if you specifically are looking for it, you'll be able to see it. I'll probably show you in better lighting. So this is her, and she's got very lightly painted nail tips. I would have gone darker, well, not darker, but more opaque with the nail tips, but I wasn't too sure about them. Her mouth and tongue are pretty much just the same colour. I haven't really done much with her, and I'm not sure if I'm going to sell her, but I do have an Etsy store with my babies that I'm trying to sell, and I may put her on, but I'm not yet decided. I am going to be reborning Kimberly, another bountiful baby, realborn. Kimberly asleep, just because I find her so beautiful. Her mouth is nice and thin, and I like her proportions, her nose, everything. She's a beautiful baby. And I really love the Presley asleep. I wasn't too keen on the Presley Awake just because the mouth was slightly open. But otherwise, Presley's so cute. It's got beautiful, beautiful little hands and arms, and beautiful little tiny legs. They're full legs, so right up to the cloth body there. But yeah, there's not too much else to update on reborn wise, other than I am reborn expecting another big baby. Same size as Faith, but more proportionate, so it'll actually look like a 6-month size baby, not just not with the tiny head and things like that Faith has. So it's going to be a big 6-month size baby, and it is a Bountiful Baby kit again. It is the Eastern kit by Bountiful Baby, and I should be getting that in the next 2 months or so. Otherwise, I've just been going to see my psychologist a fair few times. I've progressed in the way I communicate with him and the way I communicate in general. He's given me a lot of different tips on how to cope with different anxieties and different social issues. Yeah. I've also been properly diagnosed and as on the autistic spectrum, on the lower end of the spectrum, which means I'm higher functioning. So that was a relief, because I was told that a few months ago that someone else diagnosed me as autistic, but I was never told. That happened when I was 18, and when I found out a few months ago, it made me very anxious, and I wasn't quite able to, let go of that. And so I spoke to my current psychologist, and he's done a few tests, and there are other tests I might give a go and do, just to be, 110% sure of what's going on mental health wise. On another note, you might have noticed there's no cot here. I've changed to a shelving system just so I can have more babies. At the moment there are clothes baskets in there, but that's only until I can find some way of not getting my cats to climb up there when I have a set of drawers there. Until then, there is just going to be room for 2 babies, and the cot is in the office being used for the kitty cats, of which we now have 4. There is this one here. This is my pretty princess. He loves belly rubs and he thinks he's a doggy. And there's no other cats in here actually. I think we've adopted 2 more, Bonnie and Sophie. Bonnie is a mummy and Sophie is one of her biological babies, and we managed to adopt them together. Unfortunately, we don't have the money or room to have adopted all her kittens, but I think all her kittens have found homes. This little boy is Timmy. I say little, but he's actually huge. He's the one I put in that one white and teal dotted dress. And my partner's just found Bonnie. This is Mama. This is Mummy Bonnie. She's our beautiful, I was just saying to my partner before that she's got the colours of a giraffe but the stripes of a tiger. So she's our giraffe tiger, and she also has a very long neck, but she's not showing you at the moment. There's the front of her very long neck. See, it's so long. She's not doing it properly. Extend your neck, giraffe lady. She's beautiful. And our little Sophie, she's very shy. So I don't know if we'll ever get her on camera, at least not for a few weeks.
I'll go and look for her.
Oh, sorry this video is cut into pieces. The first time my phone cut me off for some reason, don't know why. I've got heaps of memory. This is a new phone because my other one actually just gave out on me, and put us in a bit of a financial strain because we've had to buy it and pay it off rather than we didn't have the money to just buy one outright. Even if we did, that would have been all our savings. So no, at the moment we're paying this off over I think a year and a half I put down for. But I need the phone. We don't have a house phone or anything like that, so without a mobile I'd be totally isolated. I just think she looks so cute. I'm really proud of the stuff I did. She looks like a really red newborn. Oh, speaking of newborns, we found Sophie. Here she is. She's got the droopiest little eyes, and I don't know if, oh yeah, I think it's just focused then. There she is with her droopy little eyes. She's so shy. And she's so beautiful. She's a black little girl, and her siblings were the same colour as you saw on Bonnie, but a bit brighter, less black. There were 2 black and white ones and a grey one, and then little Sophie. So they're a colourful little bunch. Weren't you? And then Harry, because he's been in videos beforehand. He was just playing like a crazy person before, and I'm just going to go out, see if he's still there. And he is. Look at you, Harry. Hello, baby. Say hello. Hi. Good boy. He has a little cushion that he likes to play with. You can probably just see it over there. The little cushion next to the shelf. He loves playing with that, and he starts yowling really loudly every single time. Oh, and this is my new Hoover. It's not so new now, but we bought it recently because we had a lack of vacuum. We had to borrow one, and it wasn't really that great. And we ended up just not having a vacuum for ages, and it was absolutely disgusting. And we found this Hoover, and it's beautiful. It's the most beautiful, both physically and in use, vacuum I've ever had. And we've actually just been reorganizing the lounge room and stuff. Well, I have, because I'm a maniac. And Robert's been helping out and doing a lot of stuff, and it's been getting better and better and more organized, shelf-wise. To you, it probably looks like just a bunch of shit on shelves, but to us, because we know what's there and what's what and what we need, it's very organized for us. Oh, and this is toilet paper that supports people in third world countries and gives them access to water and sanitary things. It's called Who Gives a Crap. If you want to give it a Google, this is not sponsored, I just thought it would be interesting for some people. You can get tissues and toilet paper, and I'm sure you can get other stuff, but it's really cheap and all the money goes to that Who Gives a Crap Foundation. It's really cool. Look at little Sophie, she's eating. And my mum actually got a bunch to give as Christmas presents to work colleagues and things, because she's pretty unique that way, my mum. She's really good. And this is my bed. It's actually made for once, as it's summer. Even though it's raining, it's actually quite humid, so we still only have the bed sheet. We don't actually have anything else. And there is one other thing I do want to show you, just in my Hello I'm Back video. I started to collect, and I only have one, so it's difficult to call it a collection, but they're called Dolphy Dreams, and they are a vinyl jointed doll. So they're ball jointed, but not in the traditional sense. They have an actual skeleton rather than elastic, and this one doesn't have a head because I actually sent her head off to an artist to have her facial features painted on. And this one is a mixture of a body called the Dolphy Dream Dynamite, and then I've just got a normal Dolphy Dream 3 chest on that is the extra small breast size, because I thought I didn't want bubble breasts, which is the type of breasts the doll came with, like those full-on anime bubble bouncy ball boobs. I didn't really want that. And I do have some eyes and a wig for her, but they don't really fit the character very well, and the eyes, you can't really see them properly in different lighting. So she is going to get a new wig. 2 new wigs actually, and a set of eyes, but the one wig I'm going to have to save up for because it's handmade and it's made out of mohair, which a lot of you are familiar with in the reborn world. So it's a wig made of mohair. It's very expensive and I'll have to save up for it over time. But there is a little red wig from another doll company that I quite like and would suit her quite well. And my apologies, I'm going to have to figure out why it keeps cutting me off. I will stop now though. I just want to say hello, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I hope everyone has had a lovely holiday season. I hope all your reborn activities have been drama-free and fun. And if there has been drama in the reborn world while I've been absent, screw it, ignore it. It doesn't matter whether you're a kid or an adult. The point of having things that you collect is to have fun. You play with them however you want to. You spend as much money on them as you want to. And it's no one else's business. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. This is Andrea, signing out. Bye.